If you're a smart, strong, and highly capable woman giving gold and only getting back crumbs, hear this. Over 80% of my clients discover they're giving 3 times more than they're receiving, not because they're unlovable, but because they were trained to settle. In the next 90 seconds, I'll show you 3 sneaky reasons this keeps happening. And at number 3, I'll give you the crumb audit that ends it without any drama. I'm Sabrina Phoenix, a trained counselor, former overfunctioner turned boundary queen. I teach science-backed tools for women to get the healthy, thriving relationship they desire. So it's Monday, 10 p.m. The house is picked up, the kitchen's clean, and the kids are in bed. And I walked by the mirror and I saw just how drained and exhausted I was. I was doing everything. I was the strong one. I was putting my man and my kids first and ignoring myself. I was doing everything right. Planning dates, smoothing conflict, carrying the emotional load like a second job. And a half-hearted compliment or a last-minute date felt huge while I was exhausted. I kept thinking, if I love harder, he'll meet me halfway. He didn't. My extra effort didn't create closeness. It created comfort for him and depletion for me. I wasn't messed up. I was conditioned to accept scraps. And in a few minutes, I'll show you the crumb audit that put the truth on paper. But first, let's look at where this pattern started so you can actually rewrite it at the root. Sneaky reason number 1, a lot of us were raised to be the good girl. Don't need too much, don't rock the boat, make everyone comfortable. Your body learns to earn love, so when someone gives you less, it feels familiar. And familiar can trick you into it being safe. But familiar doesn't equal healthy. Here's how to rewire. Number 1, say this out loud until your nervous system really gets it. I don't perform for love. I deserve a love that feels steady, mutual, and nourishes me. I am loved for who I am, not for what I give. Put these on your mirror. Number 2, wake up to the patterns. Ask for one simple thing, like, can you call me at 7, and see if they follow through. 4 times out of 5, green light. Less than that, this is information. Now let's talk about how to stop overfunctioning without starting a fight. The 1-sentence boundary that changes everything. Sneaky reason number 2, you confuse effort with love. Here's the trap. If I try harder, he'll see my worth. So you plan, fix, carry, and plaster a smile on your face. But overfunctioning creates underfunctioning. The more you do, the less he has to. And this doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It just means he's gotten used to you doing all the work. Try one of these this week. When you feel yourself pulling the relationship forward, picture a tug of war. Gently drop the rope and take a step back. See if he picks it up without prompting. And here's the 1-sentence boundary. Say this in your calm queen energy. I want connection that feels mutual. If you're not here consistently, I'll step back. Then act like you mean it. Less doing, more observing. When you try these, you'll create space for your partner to rise, or you'll get the clarity that he isn't your match. And in just a moment, I'll show you how to tell the difference between crumbs and a real meal and give you the crumb audit I promised. Sneaky reason number 3, you mistake crumbs for a whole cake. When you're starving, crumbs feel huge. A random good morning text, vague future talk, or the apology with no change. Real love is steady, not sporadic. Here's the difference between a meal versus crumbs. If he's communicating consistently, plans in advance, he's emotionally available, he repairs with behavior change, he gives effort without prompting, this is getting the cake. If he doesn't initiate texts or calls and is lazy with responding back to you, you get "we'll see" and emotional walls instead of closeness. He apologizes with no behavior changes. He only shows up when you're the one initiating, and this is crumbs. Here's a good minimum standard. I invest where effort is consistent for 3 consecutive weeks. 3 weeks will show patterns, not promises. Pair this with your top 3 must-haves. He keeps his word, initiate plans, owns, and repairs. Here's what this looks like. Daily texts plus 2 dates booked ahead for 3 straight weeks. That's the whole cake. Now here's the crumb audit I promised. Draw 2 columns, what I give, what I receive. For 3 days, tally who initiates plans, who follows through, who repairs after conflict, and circle the patterns. Then read the data. If your split is 70-30 or worse, pause all initiating for 7 days and remeasure. If reciprocity rises toward 50-50 on its own, that's a green light. If not, you have your answer. Remember this, don't debate the data, just read it. If the numbers are saying you're carrying the relationship and you're doing more than your fair share, that's your cue to stop overfunctioning, overdoing, and overinvesting. Nothing's wrong with you. Your old script is, you were taught to perform for love and treat scraps like a meal. You can rewrite that script like I did. I went from tolerating unanswered calls and texts, him inconsistently showing up, to him pleasing and pursuing me consistently. Here's an affirmation you can say. Put your hand on your heart. I am worthy of love that shows up. I choose mutual, steady, nourishing love, and I won't accept anything less. And your next step is simple. Choose one aligned action today. Maybe it's a micro ask. Maybe it's a pause before you start overgiving, overdoing. Maybe it's a one-sentence boundary. Your future self is cheering you on. Don't waste another week surviving off crumbs. Do the crumb audit now and wake up tomorrow with a clear plan for real mutual love. And before you leave, check out the video on the 5 nice girl habits that are making him lose respect for you so you can stop over-functioning and have the real, deeply fulfilling relationship of your dreams.